What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. Hey, how you doing? It's your girl, Panda, back with another video. You know how we do around here. I got something to talk to y'all about today, okay? I want to talk about the war on sex workers because Instagram, what the fuck is going on? I don't know if y'all heard or not, but Instagram is updating their terms of service on December 20th, 2020, and they're changing a lot of things, some of which seem very petty, including forcing influencers who are doing collaborations to use their branding feature. Also, it is no longer okay for you to use a domain name or a URL as your username unless you get written permission from them, like anybody knows how to do that. But the one that I have beef with is their war on sex workers. In their community guidelines linked to their terms of service, they have a section about posting photos and videos that are appropriate for a diverse audience. Let me go ahead and show you guys this and read it to you. Post photos and videos that are appropriate for a diverse audience. We know that there are times when people might want to share nude images that are artistic or creative in nature, but for a variety of reasons, we don't allow nudity on Instagram. This includes photos, videos, and some digitally created content that shows sexual intercourse, genitals, and close-ups of fully nude buttocks. It also includes some photos of female nipples, but photos of post-mastectomy, scarring, and women actively breastfeeding are allowed. Nudity in photos of paintings and sculptures is okay too. Sounds fair, right? I mean, now that they've made the app for ages 13 and up, I guess. As if 13-year-olds need an Instagram. It's crazy that they would be catering to young kids anyway. I mean, their brains are still developing. We already know that they get addicted to social media. We already know that the depression rates are high. But my beef is that they aren't enforcing these rules across the app. To me, it seems like they're only enforcing it to the sex workers. There's also a no solicitation policy that clearly is aimed towards sex workers. Follow the law. Instagram is not a place to support or praise terrorism, organized crime, or hate groups. Offering sexual services, buying or selling firearms, alcohol, and tobacco products between private individuals, and buying or selling illegal or prescription drugs, even if legal in your region, are also not allowed. Instagram also prohibits the sale of live animals between private individuals, and so on. My thing is that the offering of sexual services are listed here amongst things like selling firearms, drugs, or poached animals. I realize they are talking about full-service sex work, which is still illegal, but things like OnlyFans and camming isn't. Let's click on this sexual services link. As noted in Section 8 of our community standards, sexual exploitation of adults, people use Facebook to discuss violence and exploitation. We recognize the importance of and want to allow for this discussion. We draw the line, however, when content facilitates, encourages, or coordinates sexual encounters or commercial sexual services between adults, such as prostitution or escort services. We do this to avoid facilitating transactions that may involve trafficking, coercion, and non-consensual sexual acts. We also restrict sexually explicit language that may lead to solicitation because some audiences within our global community may be sensitive to this type of content, and it may impede the ability for people to connect with their friends and the broader community. Okay, so Instagram doesn't want full-service sex work transactions taking place through their app because they want to protect their own ass, of course. Okay, makes sense since this is still illegal. But like I said before, OnlyFans and cam sites are perfectly legal. As a matter of fact, you fill out tax information when you sign up. So this solicitation policy still isn't a reason to be deleting these girls from their platform for promoting themselves. Because this solicitation policy is so broad and open-ended, just about anything that a sex worker who is open about what they do for a living posts can be considered solicitation. So this is causing even regular posts the sex workers make to be flagged. No nudity, no solicitation. It's not fair. I say this because strippers and OnlyFans content creators and cam girls are all getting unfairly targeted by Instagram on the daily. Their accounts get flagged and then deleted all the time, even sometimes when they're following the no nudity guidelines, all because they mentioned that they were a sex worker. While you turn around and you have big influencers and celebrities like Kim Kardashian that can post whatever the fuck they want without any repercussions at all. What kind of shit is that? Don't even get me started on accounts like Playboy. They literally post butt naked women constantly. And then they barely even censor the female nipple that Instagram is so afraid of. Seriously, you don't believe me? Go to their account and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let one of my fellow sex workers post any of that type of stuff and their accounts would have been deleted. So I ask you, what other explanation could there be as to why some accounts can post these pictures and some other accounts can't? It's because Instagram hates us, just like the rest of the world. Sex workers are already typically women that come from marginalized groups. And now with stupid COVID going on, there's tons of strippers that are out of work right now because the strip clubs are closed. The government has done close to nothing to help us out. Many of these out of work women went to platforms like Instagram to promote their services they provide, such as cam sites and OnlyFans. But now with Instagram discriminating against them, how will they make ends meet? I'm worried about a lot of women's well-being. Sex workers already face so many other problems, so much hate and discrimination when they are just people trying to pay their bills. And TikTok is doing the same thing. It ain't just Instagram. TikTok's new guidelines made it even more obvious that they were against sex workers. It specifically says, and let me read this to you. Okay, so the following content is not allowed to be posted on TikTok. Content that depicts, promotes, or glorifies sexual solicitation, including offering or asking for sexual partners, sexual chats or imagery, sexual services, premium sexual content, or sex camming. Yeah, this is completely directed at sex workers. I know of stripper accounts on TikTok that are getting their posts taken down that were merely just informing people of what's going on, just like I'm doing now. I find that to be proof that TikTok is deleting posts and accounts simply just because they're being ran by a sex worker. We are people too, and it shouldn't matter how we make our money. Maybe if it wasn't so damn expensive to live, it would be different for some women. And you know what? Maybe it wouldn't for some, because some of us actually enjoy the work we do. Either way, it shouldn't matter. We all need to eat. And we all deserve to be on social media just like the rest of the world. Being kicked off social media can result in some sex workers having to find more dangerous ways to make their money. What's the most heartbreaking to me is us losing our sense of community. Because for some of us, we have nowhere else to turn to. This is where we connect with other people that are like us. Many of us lose friends and family simply because what we do for a living. We need a safe place to express ourselves and to connect with other people like us, other people who are going through the same thing that we are going through. Everyone needs a friend. Everyone needs to feel accepted. So if you agree with me, if I maybe have sparked a little concern for you, go ahead and sign the petition. I got linked in the description box, okay? Also, I just like to say, good luck to all of my fellow sex workers out there. I know I've been scrubbing my account of all the lewd content because I want to keep my account. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. This was meant to be kind of a rant, kind of a public service announcement, you know, but I appreciate you watching. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and maybe leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. I'd love that. Thanks, guys.